Hello, thank you for your interest in our research project, Analyzing Anomalies, Unraveling Warning Signs and Potential School Threats. The rate of school shootings drastically increased from 2017 to 2022. Despite the amount of shootings, 100% of all school shooters have displayed warning signs prior to the attack. 89% of these warning signs are noted to be objectively concerning, yet 66% of such behaviors went unreported. Given this information, one is left to wonder why such clear warning signs are neglected. Desensitization, which is one variable investigated in the study, has been shown to come from exposure to violence in the media. In regards to school shootings specifically, Twitter trends from 2012 to 2014 revealed users displayed less attention and less negative emotions pertaining to such events after Sandy Hook. Additionally, a situation may be perceived as less threatening due to emotional dysregulation from repeated exposure to violence as seen in cycles of repeated victimization. A second variable investigated was emotional intelligence, or EI, which is the ability to perceive, use, understand, and regulate emotions. We infer that those with high EI would be able to identify warning signs of violence. We also infer that individuals habituated to rural areas would be less likely to identify concerning behavior, given the higher exposure to violence of various sorts in such areas. Nevertheless, there is existing literature to support the idea that individuals raised in such environments are actually more sensitive to perceiving threats rather than being desensitized to it. To realistically examine the warning signs that school shooters exhibit, we developed 3 videos based off of the Comprehensive School Threat Assessment Guideline, or the CSTAG. Our online self-report study consisted of 89 questions, and we used standardized measures for EI and exposure to antisocial media. We also asked our own questions to identify individual levels of exposure to school violence, asked them to identify the location of their high school to gauge environmental upbringing, and asked participants to what extent they believed a certain characteristic was befitting for a target character, using distractors and real traits found in the CSTAG. We obtained a total of 112 participants, with 59% identifying as women, 62% identifying as white, 49% attending a suburban high school, 60% witnessed violence at school, and 50% heard violence at school. We found no statistical significance pertaining to attendance of high school, exposure to antisocial media and violence, or EI in regards to identifying warning signs of school shooters. Our lack of significant findings could be attributed to the increased awareness of warning signs following the rise of school shootings from 2017 to 2022, and also through threat intervention strategies. Our results conflict with existing literature that suggests desensitization comes from exposure to violence. In fact, our findings seem to align with a study that has shown that individuals raised in violent environments have a tendency to be more sensitive to perceived threats rather than being desensitized to it. Our study had some limitations, including a small sample size and self-reported data. Other reasons, such as the bystander effect, could also be explored as a potential variable in the future. The videos we created may have came across as not accurate to real-life scenarios where warning signs are present. Going forward, researchers may find a more realistic way to capture such worrisome behaviors by utilizing experienced actors and professional script writers. Most importantly, due to sparse research in this topic, we hope that others are inspired to understand what more we can do to prevent such incidents from occurring again. Thank you again for your interest in our study.